Hey guys, welcome back. It's TCD at Freedom to Write, and I am back in my farmhouse kitchen, like I am most days. And I'm getting ready to make tacos tonight for dinner. And so back over here we have the beans a-boiling, and usually I like to make them in the crock pot right behind me, but when you procrastinate and don't start them until later in the day, it just does not work. So, alas, they're in the pot on the stove. All right, so something that I'm really excited about is that for years, I've been making tacos for years now, and it didn't occur to me until this past summer when our niece was visiting that I should have a taco seasoning that I can just grab and throw in to the beans after they're made. I feel kind of silly. It seems rather obvious. I work with a lot of seasonings all the time, but it never occurred to me to make something pre-made that would make it so much easier than dumping cumin and a little chili powder and some garlic and onion and then just like tasting it until it was good. So I have it now though, so here we go. So I wanted to show you what it was. All right, so the basis of it is chili powder and cumin. And I will show you how much of what to put in. So the first thing up is chili powder. And the label fell off for the poor chili powder. That's okay. We still love it. And you're going to do 2 tablespoons. Got my awesome handy dandy tablespoon here. Okay, so we got 2 of those into the bowl. Next on the list is onion powder from Aldi, my favorite store. So we're going to do a half teaspoon of onion powder. Set that off to the side. And then garlic powder. Another half teaspoon of that. Okay, and then we're going to do, a half teaspoon of oregano, which I feel is a very interesting, it brings out a really awesome flavor. Interesting, you know, you wouldn't think normally to put something like oregano and taco seasoning, but it's amazing. And then we have one of my favorites in the whole wide world is smoked paprika. You could do regular paprika, but I feel like there's something so special about it when it's smoked. So we're going to do this guy. And that is a half teaspoon of that as well. It's something I like about making my own is that you don't get any additional things. You don't get anti-caking agents, and you don't get whatever natural flavor means. I'm on to you, natural flavor. Probably high fructose corn syrup in powder form. All right, and then the next step we have is cumin. Now cumin gets a little bit more. This is a full tablespoon of cumin. Roughly keeping. And then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of salt. I prefer pink Himalayan salt. Figure it's best to make sure you watch how much salt you're eating, and when you do eat it, eat the stuff that's better for you. Trace amounts of mineral is better than no mineral. Am I right? All right, so we have, what did I say, 2 of these. I do not have this memorized, so I have it written down on a piece of paper. A recipe, if you will. All right, okay, so then I have that. And then, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. You can always add more black pepper if you want. Not right now, black pepper. If you like it spicier. There's always ways to make things more spicy. So you can add red pepper flakes, more black pepper. You can even wait and add Cholula or any sort of hot sauce to your beans once you get going if you like a little more spice. And then my last secret ingredient that everybody gets to see is I put 2 pinches of cinnamon. Now this is special cinnamon. I can't remember what it's called. The Yeti's right over here. Hey Yeti, what's our special cinnamon called?
I don't recall, but it's a 3% oil.
It's a 3% oil, he says, but he can't remember what it's called.
It's the good stuff that Cinnabon uses.
It's the good stuff that Cinnabon uses. So you know what? I will Google it and leave it in the description and in the post. So, oh my gosh. It smells so good. Makes me want to eat cinnamon rolls. All right, so 2 pinches of this. Now here's the thing. The reason we discovered that cinnamon played a great part in making refried beans, that's another thing. I'm going to refry them. You don't have to, but I'm going to for this particular time. My plan for dinner tonight, anyway, is to mush them up. So this is what happened. I was busy making dinner one day, and I got into my spices, and I pulled out a container of cumin, and I just dumped that sucker in. It was not cumin. It was cinnamon. I dumped a ton of cinnamon into our dinner and like totally freaked out. So I just grabbed a spoon and I'm like scooping and dumping and scooping and dumping, and then we ate them and they were so good. They tasted a little like a fast food Mexican restaurant here. I don't know if you can promote things like that, but it was super good. And we were like, oh, all right, so maybe the secret is a little bit of cinnamon. So after that, I just started putting pinches of cinnamon in to create it, and it totally works. So now, all we got to do is stir it up really nice. See if you can see that. Stirring it up. And then when you're all done, it looks like this. And it smells so good. So that is my recipe for taco seasoning. And this is great. We make, what is it? It is beans and rice. And I just use all of this and I dump it all in because I also cook for an army. But yeah, so if you guys love it, if you want to try it, let me know how it goes. And I hope you guys are all doing well. I'll talk to you later.